Before we start, I would like to give a shout out to Jay for suggesting the creation of this video. Let's get into it. Space, Episode 5, The Evolution of Earth. Now, let's turn back time all the way to 4.6 billion years ago, to the beginning of the Precambrian era. At this time, planet Earth formed when gravity pulled together dust that was left over from the birth of the Sun. And, as we all know, the Sun formed due to the effects of the Big Bang. We don't know much about Earth's formation in detail, however, as that still remains a huge mystery researchers are investigating. So, it's just a bit later after the formation of Earth, 4.5 billion years ago. This is when Earth's core and crust formed from dense metals that sink to its center. Some of these metals cooled, forming Earth's crust. This is really when our planet started to become filled with interesting elements and metals of all sorts. 4.4 billion years ago, the beguiling blue oceans of water first swept themselves across our planet. Researchers believe this happened through a process known as degassing. To put it simply, Earth had a lot of water vapor in its atmosphere. When the temperature finally cooled down, the vapor condensed and fell as rain. Another effect of the cooling was the creation of the ocean floor, which allowed the rainwater to pool up and thus create oceans. 3.85 billion years ago, the first signs of life showed up. These were very simple single-celled organisms, nothing much complex. The origin of life still remains a conundrum, so let's just head over to the next part. 1.5 billion years ago, the most vital gas for life, oxygen, began to dominate our atmosphere from photosynthesis by cyanobacteria. Because the presence of iron was low at the time, the oxygen was able to be freely released into the atmosphere. This is an exciting part. 700 to 400 million years ago is when the first single-celled animals, fish, and land plants evolved. Oxygen in the atmosphere reacted to form ozone, which, as you might be guessing, formed the ozone layer. This shielded Earth from harmful rays coming through space, which allowed the formation of land plants. We're now at the beginning of a new era, the Paleozoic Era. This was around 350 million years ago, when the very first land vertebrates evolved. Amphibians came first, followed by other reptiles. With the plants providing an effective food source, the populations of these vertebrates flourished. Also, in the picture in this video, you see a flamingo and a fox. However, these animals came a bit later, not exactly around this time, but they are land vertebrate after all, so I decided to include them. We now enter the Mesozoic Era, when dinosaurs evolved from lizards. Most people believe that the first dinosaurs roamed South America, as many fossils can be found there, in Argentina specifically. But all things eventually have to come to an end, and 65 million years ago, which was also part of a new era, the Cenozoic Era, our dinosaur friends went extinct. The main culprit is asteroid impact, perhaps climate change too, which was responsible for this sudden wipeout. Now, let's fast forward time millions of years ahead to move to a more recent time, about 130,000 years ago. Yes, this is when Homo sapiens were believed to evolve from earlier humans and spread around the globe. But that's just a theory that's still being scrutinized, and researchers are looking for more evidence to support the idea. Also, if this video gets over 10 likes, I'll be creating a video over the theory of human evolution, so consider liking this video. Well, with that being said, thanks for watching this video. Before you leave, don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and like this video if you enjoyed it and want me to create a video over the theory of evolution. If you're wondering where I got my information from, you can check the description for sources. Again, thanks for watching, and please do subscribe.